Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to JCBs. In this space, we'll cover different areas of the business world in a very serious, academic, and boring manner. For instance, no way! Well, that's more like it. Hi everyone, welcome to JCBs. This time for real. In this space, indeed, we'll talk about different aspects of the business world, but in a more casual and down-to-earth way. Check it out. Welcome all to our second video, so to say, second part of our video on how to cook a paella or how to design your sales strategy. Remember in the first one, we left it in here with our chicken, our rabbit, our green beans and our white beans. So product, price, place and promotion. Welcome to the rest. All important, remember. Let's get to it. Now, here we are in the back row. Right, so spices on olive oil. Why would you need them? Just to give the touch you want to your paella. So what spices will we use? Maybe obviously salt. Isn't that right? Rosemary, saffron, and paprika. Simple, isn't that right? Not too much. So easy to handle. So what do we mean with spices and olive oil? This is your, indeed, digital marketing. Yeah, not to forget, especially nowadays. So we've covered with the white beans the traditional marketing, but now it's time for the digital marketing. So what is digital marketing? Yeah, we all know a bit about it, we heard about it, but it's still a bit unknown, isn't that right? So I wouldn't be the biggest expert in the world in digital marketing, but I'll tell you this. With this kind of marketing, you can target any particular person you want. Literally, scary, isn't that right? But any particular person, you can just check by, I don't know, gender, hobbies, location, marital status, literally anything. So that's why digital marketing is so important. Pay attention to it. Don't leave it, seriously. Maybe for traditional people it's like, look, I lived all my life without this, and that's true, but everything had changed. And by the way, Mr. Product, stay where you are, because now we go with the next. Who's next? Well, what is this? Tomato sauce. Many people will be like, look, I really don't need that. Why would I put tomato sauce? I'm not a big fan, but remember, every ingredient is needed in a paella and in a sales strategy. And that's the one that some people don't want, because it is, yes, sorry about that, competitors. Look, my point of view is we need them and I want them for many reasons. Like some people will be like, look, I just rather an ideal scenario where I don't have a competitor. But hey, if your product is successful and you invented it, it won't be long until someone copies it and maybe does it better or markets it better. So look, make sure you take into consideration whether your actual competitors, nowadays competitors, or the ones you're going to have in the future. And again, advantages of having competitors. You have something to benchmark, you have an extra motivation, and then they won't let you fall asleep. They will keep you awake, they will keep you on your toes. So look, I actually find this a good thing. I love a challenge. 3 ingredients left at this point, right? Obviously, the rice. We all need rice. There is no paella without rice. So make sure your rice is really good, because otherwise, look, you can have every other ingredient right of the finest quality, but if your rice isn't good, that can ruin the paella. I'm just checking now. My price, please don't leave me. So anyway, going back to the rice, again, it is very important, because the rice are your employees. Employees are key. Like employees, a bad employee can make a good product with a fantastic price and an amazing strategy with all the marketing in the world not successful, and vice versa. Keep your people motivated, and you have an edge, right? Competitive advantage, don't forget. So 2 left, and now we have water. Obviously, how are you going to cook the rice and everything else without the water? Okay, so what do I mean with water? Customers. Right, every time we cook, especially rice, the amount of water you put in comparison to every other ingredient, it is very important. Don't put too little or it'll be undercooked. Don't put too much or it'll be overcooked. You don't want any of these two situations. So what do I mean with that? Size your company. I mean number of employees, production capabilities, facilities, IT, everything. Size it compared to the amount of customers you have, as well as taking into consideration partially your potential customer base. You don't want a company that is too big with too little customers, otherwise you'll go bust, or too small with too many customers. You won't provide the service and you'll lose them eventually. So here we are with our tomato sauce, right? Just to give it a nice base to the paella, nice lovely flavor at the background. So yeah, and I'd like to take this opportunity again to talk about time, the most precious resource we have in business. Let's put a little example, right? So imagine two cars depart from Madrid to Paris at the same time. Both they have sat-nav, both of them, but one sat-nav is extremely updated with all the new changes on the roads, and you know in business there are plenty of changes every day. You need to be up to date big time. But the other one doesn't. All right, so if the other one doesn't, what's going to happen? Both, they might get to Paris at some point. I'll guarantee you'll get there. Better or worse, but you'll get there. But who has the competitive advantage? The one who gets there first. And that's why it's so important to have all your planning done. Make sure you plan for anything that might happen on the road. I mean, in business. Because if you're less, you lose time. And again, time is the most precious resource we have in business. Well, here is the water. Obviously, you'll be like, why did you put the full bottle? Because I've already planned and I know how much I need to put in order to serve all the rice and all the chicken and all the veggies, etc., 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 etc. So yet again, planning is key. So it's time for the spices now. Right, I'll tell you this. You would usually leave a couple of minutes in between spices, but just for the purpose of this video, we'll put one after another, right? So first your salt. Okay, a couple of pinches. Distribute it well all around. All right, after the salt, the paprika. Well, that's my way. For all the fundamentals of paella, if I didn't get it right again, I'm very, very sorry. So anyway, paprika, according to your taste. If you like it a lot, put a lot. If you like a bit, just put a bit. It's like the personality of every business. You all don't need to be the same. Customers, we don't want the same from every company. So put your personal touch and wish for the best. So we got the salt, we got the paprika. Now it's time for the rosemary. Indeed. Here we go. In my case, I love it with plenty. Like I like my paella tasting a lot to rosemary. A lot. Here, give me a sec. I'm gonna grab the wooden spoon. Not the one from the Six Nations, because again, as you know, Ireland, we don't have it anymore. We won it. Grand Slam, we won every single match. Great time to be alive, ain't that right? Ain't that right? You cannot imagine how hot it is in here. Remember, this is Spain, it's 30 degrees outside, and with the cooking. And melting, roasting, everything you want. So, last but not least, bit of saffron, just to put the color. It doesn't really give taste, or it doesn't give any taste at all. But, you know, what is a paella without a nice yellow color? Here we go, here we go, here we go, right. And again, yes, I like it very yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. That was Wiz Khalifa, wasn't it? So, here we go. I think that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Let's mix it well. Stir, stir. Cannot imagine how hot it is in here with all the stirring. For sure. It's all for the sales strategy, ain't that right? Or to have a nice meal. Or both. Let's go with both. So, now that you have all your water boiling with all the nice spices, tomato sauce, everything, remember that we fried chicken, rabbit, green and white beans. Back into the pan. Here we go. Right, so let's distribute Well, all around, all around, all around, all around. That's your chicken and your rabbit. Remember, you brought out your prize, and now we go with place and promotion. Indeed, your regular marketing. So all you need to do now is just put the rice, and we're nearly there. Now, you would usually leave it again 3-4 minutes, 3-4 minutes to properly mix well. But I'm out of time. Hey, I'm back. I was just going to get the rice. Here we go. The tradition says you have to put it in a cross. All right, so half a cross and the other half, and we're done. We're done. What does it say? What do the masters of paella cooking say? After you've done that, just don't touch it. And finally, yeah, sorry for all the mess. Sorry for repeating the same things again and again, but remember, repetition makes perfect. So make sure you follow every step of your strategy as well as your paella recipe, and you'll get something like that, or hopefully better. Look, I'm not the best cook in the world, but I try my best. Here, lads, ladies and gentlemen, ready to eat, ready to go to market, and to succeed. Best of luck. See you in the next video.